So you're most welcome to ask her any question. Bombard her with questions. Okay. You are doing a social service. Others also will get the benefit. And otherwise, no, she's going to ask questions and give answers also. Like Google, she herself will do that. If so, it all depends on how we are going to react. Okay. So let us not use artificial intelligence. So let us ask questions for intelligence and then share the thoughts, share our thoughts. Before I hand over, I'll just give a resume about her, a very brief one. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long one. She is a mathematics professor by profession. She hails from Hyderabad, knows Kannada and many Indian languages, and got a flair for languages. She has been in the field of education for 4 decades. She has taught mathematics from school level to right up to MBA programs. Has been an ardent music lover. Has performed for dance and music festivals. A Sky member for the past 9 years. Has completed 2 years of advanced diploma program. Has conducted meditations, physical exercises for women in Columbus area in USA. She is a volunteer for Vision programs and supports all classes under Vision programs for diploma and advanced diploma courses. She is an enthusiastic listener to gain more knowledge about Sky System. But today she is going to be the speaker of Sky System. So on behalf of all of you, I request Dr. Vijaya to take over and share her thoughts. Over to you, madam.
Madam, I really appreciate. I'm honored and blessed to be here. We always have many questions, and some questions may not be answered. But today I have some questions. It may not be same as yours, but let us see whether it is matching your thought of the question. As we all know, Maharshi has highlighted many aspects of life and good health and divine feeling as a result of thought, probing and meditation, introspection, and understanding the law of nature has been the effect of preaching of Maharshi, and we know that. So my first question is, why yoga, Maharshi? Yoga means union of blending and harmony of body and mind. What happens is the life energy should be in harmony with the body and the mind with the life energy. The body and the mind should be in sync with the divine state. So what happens living in accordance with the laws and in harmony with it is yoga. The main benefits are the body gets flexible, asanas and exercise help maintain peace of mind, confidence, and be successful in life. And it also prevents diseases and help cure the existing ones. Functions of all the system in the body, there are many systems in the body, respiratory system, digestive system, etc. And all that should function well for the human body to work, and particularly the endocrine glands. And old age is delayed. And the main thing, believe it or not, it helps in self-realization. And it is simplified because yoga can be understood by any layman, particularly the physical exercise, the Kaya Kalpa, and the meditations to calm and be peaceful. So you say that yoga is this, but what do we need to do? Do we need to look for a guru or we surrender to somebody? What do you think is surrendering? And could you please explain that? Surrender is the path where the individual ego is tarnished and the spiritual aspirant is humbled by seeing his self reflecting the qualities of the guru. True, surrender is not visual, but it is not limiting to the guru, but a profound step that is merging with the divine by understanding the process, the practices, the methods. It is to bow to the almighty force of the universe and nature. So, a guru is prophetic in nature, knowing the past, present, and future. So, we as spiritual aspirants never have the eligible quality to judge or analyze the eminence of purity which the guru personifies with our blemished attitudes. So, instead of we introspecting the way in which we associate ourselves with our guru, as that communion is the only definite way to swim through the ocean of life. But when we go to the temple, Swamiji, we bow down, we go on knees, and we surrender there. Is that surrendering? So, what are the main things from Vedatriyan? That's a very good question. Now, you see, there are 8 types of pushpams. We all know we take flowers. So, according to Vedatriyan, we have 8, which is called as Ashtavidham Pushpam, Vishnuko Pritikaram Bhaveti. There is a saying. So, what do you think is the first one? Shanti Pushpam. So, we know Shanti is peace, Amaidi, Nidanan. And the next one is Sama Pushpam. Sama means that there should not be any difference between anything because I am a part of the God. The next one is Sarva Bhuta Daya Pushpam. Anything that is living, show love, be compassionate, that is Karune. The next one is Vrutha Pushpam. He says, Vaitakaya Vekkakodadu. So don't fast too much. Everything should be under the limit and method, sleep, work, thoughts, etc. The next is Yoga Pushpam. Yoga we just saw. It's a physical exercise. Work hard, earn your own bread and living. The next comes Dhyana Pushpam. Now, why dhyana? We know dhyana is meditating. So, submit ourselves to God, keep low frequencies. The next one is Indriya Pushpam. Indriya, we know we have Panchendriyam and Karmendriyam. The skin, tongue, nose, eyes, ears, and along with our Karmendriyas, hands, legs, etc. Control them. The next is Satya Pushpam. You know what? Tell the truth all the time. There are 12 ways that we can think of to be truthful. I'll just name a few, like ahimsa, be patient, etc. But to do all this, I have to accept that, yes, I have to do this. So, what do you think is acceptance? I really liked the way you have checked on this, that you have to get the guru, know what is surrendering, and then accept certain things. So, Maharshi, what do you think is acceptance and Vedatriyan? So let us see first what comes under acceptance and non-acceptance. Acceptance, we know life partner, finances, you are born in a particular family, we have a physical structure. But what is non-acceptance? Children are not doing as what they are directed. They behave very bad. They say yes when we want to say no, and they want to play games, they want to watch movie. This is all under non-acceptance. And we know salary is a reward for the services. But where does the credit come from? From the previous birth. Then we may have a question, what is there to understand then? Here, the mind is blocked. So to reach God, you are the problem, the main thing, because you're sitting in the meditation and the memory is blocked. But we think it is external. So accept that it is in your hands to remove the hindrances. Nobody is going to help you. If you accept that you can move faster and reduce your sufferings, then you know the main cause is, the root cause is attachment. So root of suffering is not life partner or children. It is the bonding, the attachment. So release all this from your mind. It takes time, but we have to do it because we have to be free of sufferings, miseries, diseases, and whatever number of years we live, we have to be very, very healthy. So, acceptance is understanding and developing capabilities. It is painful, it is easy said and done, but accept again and understand as it is both in sync with each other. So let's say, example, you hit a stone or you hit something else. Accept it. In fact, expanding the mind helps in acceptance. So meditation is required to come to a lower frequency. Family member make mistakes, accept it. Avoid vengeance, hatred, and revenge. Expansion of mind is happening but cannot be enforced. That is what we need to remember. Consciousness increases and life becomes smooth if expanded to absolute space. We know the frequency is very low there. Also, conditioning hinders acceptance. Like, for example, we know shell is very, very tough. But if you break that conditioning, which is hard and difficult, but the moment it is broken, acceptance comes. And what do you feel? Peace. So you feel peace. That's nice, really, Swamiji. But when I do this meditation, I really like to do the Riyathitam meditation because we know we go all the way to from Agna to Duriya, the divine state. And why do you think and Duryathitam is good or the Duryathitam is the best one? Duryathitam is actually the union of Jiva and Brahma. What does it lead to? Salvation. So during Durya, the mind remains focused on life energy and transforms into life energy itself. Whereas in Duryathitam, mind transforms into anything it thinks about. Like mind assumes the shape and quality of the object, like mind thinks of Brahman. It transforms into Brahma to attain what? Samadhi. And what is Samadhi? It comes from the two words Sama and Adi, means equal and beginning. It is a state that the mind of a person expands to the level of primordial state and becomes one with it. This is Duryathitam. So during meditation, the mind blends into life energy, which is in its subtler levels, transforms into absolute, also mind or the life energies that time do not exist. Which means what? Mind does not exist as a separate entity. To ascertain the presence of life force, because mind has merged with the divine state to become one with it, moving against the tide of evolution. So, success of this meditation depends on how much the mind is merged with the absolute. And what does it rid the mind of its impurities? And when it blends in the vast lake of the truth. And also, we call it Sharanagati in Bhakti Marga. So, Durya helps in introspection as it works at the subconscious level and helps mind to expand. Autosuggestions and blessings become more effective as the mind is strengthened and does not slip into the emotional state easily. So we are at most time in the emotional state, and as we know, brain is made up of millions of tiny regional valves that gets activated when thoughts arise. So it helps in activating, leading to attunement with the absolute and enhance our intuitive powers also. But Swamiji, we say in Gita that I am the light, but you say God is dark. Could you please explain that? The dark state transformed into energy particle and the dynamic state. This was followed by further waves and magnetism. And we know magnetism in turn transforms into pressure, sound, light, taste, smell, and all other forms of life. So the primordial state was the darkness, and all the light and sound we perceive are the result of its transformation. Milk, when we know we churn it, it's no longer milk because it becomes curd. In the same way, everything in this universe is referred to by a name suitable to the end product of its evolutionary transformation. The light that evolved from the darkness through its transformation into energy particles and magnetism is basically darkness itself. Hence, he is the light and he is the darkness. So we are all souls. And my next question is if if we are souls and you talk about genetic center quite often, what is genetic center? Very important subject. And we must know this, and everybody in the universe should know about this. because it covers most of our lives and also the secret of life. It is the functional center that controls the birth, existence, and the death of an individual. It can be said that the center for the circulation of life energy particles and biomagnetism, besides a storehouse for the sexual vital fluid. So it is imperceptible treasure house situated in the center of the physical body. It is the soul of a person and contains powers and forces that defy descriptions. And what does it contain? All the records of all that transpired in nature in the form of magnetic waves. But from the time the transformation began, the imprints expand and expand to reflect as thoughts, and thoughts become actions, and actions become a habit as per the needs and circumstances, particularly in some situations. So, a pure genetic center makes up for a noble personality, but ignorance leads to actions that defile it. And also, it includes all the qualities of the forebears of a person passed on through generations and generations and generations. So, Mashi, do you think exercise, when we do all this, can be taken care of? But whenever I do your exercises, I see that they're all from the right side moment. Why is that? Now, think about the life energy particles and biomagnetism that circulates with the right hand spin. Even physicists have talked about that thumb rule, which is nothing but right hand rule. So, a right hand movement is better for the body. This helps to intensify the movement of life energy particles and enhance the charge of the biomagnetism. Now, a left hand movement, on the other hand, tends to discharge biomagnetism. But do we think we need to discharge biomagnetism? No, we need the biomagnetism in our body for it to function. All the different systems and every cell, the trillions and trillions of cells in the body. Also, imagine circumambulating a seated person from right to left helps reduce the intensity of any illness that person may be suffering from. And doing the other way, you know what happens? Tends to make people sick. In fact, both people sick. It is for this reason that we commence anything from the right side. Emashi, you know, I'm a teacher. It becomes so necessary for me to scold and punish the students at all times. They don't want to do the work. I have to push. I have to call parents. Just like a judge also metes out punishments to the criminals brought before him. Now, we say that we should not collect the imprints, but do these actions produce an imprints in me, Maharshi? Okay. So as the punishments is meted out solely with the welfare of the student in mind. Now it can be considered only a good deed as long as it is done with a sense of duty and full awareness without being influenced by anger or intention to cause deliberate pain. It cannot be considered as an evil deed. But a criminal being sentenced to punishment by a judge is not a sinful act, as we know there is no ill will or rancor on the part of the judge. Imprisonment is a process whereby the criminal is given a chance to redeem himself, and the period of the sentence is the time considered necessary for him to correct himself. So, it is an opportunity given to him to mend his ways, and the period of incarceration, a way of preventing him from repeating his crimes. Negligence on the part of society is actually the reason of the birth of any criminal, and as such, the cost of maintaining him, we know it is the society. So, till he corrects himself, it is the responsibility of the same society. In other words, what do you think? The prisoner is a guest of state. We all know that. So now, you stated that Panchabhuta Navagraha meditation can be practiced by anyone. Is it not similar to Duryatita meditation, which requires initiation, and that to a proper initiation from a master who is certified to do the initiation? What do you think about this? During Duryatita meditation, the mind merges with the life energies initially followed by the divine state. So during the meditation, we know the frequencies of the mind waves come down to very, very subtle levels and it becomes one with the absolute. But Panchabhuta Navagraha meditation, on the other hand, is like a prayer to the cosmic bodies, and the mind remains focused on the objects when its qualities are passed on to us and the benefits accrue. So, what happens here? The mind, as explained earlier, assumes the shape and quality of the object it focuses on. So, do you think the rays of these planets affect us, Mashi? Well, everything in the universe we know is the result of an association of the energy particles. The energy particle we know is a tiny whirling movement, and all the objects in the universe results of such movements. The rotation of the particle give rise to spreading waves that transform the universe into vast magnetic field. Every object in the universe exudes energy waves which are keeping with the qualities and the waves that go through a series of clash, that is reflection, diffraction, penetration, and interaction when they come into contact with the waves from the other objects. What I just gave the explanation makes it evident the stars and planets also radiate energy waves, the qualities of which are in accordance with the qualities of the stars and planets. They all have their own qualities. Just like we all have our qualities, stars and planets do have. The waves carry tiny fragments of energy particles. Also with them, just as water in a river carries pieces of rock and sand, that flows along with it. And nothing can stop it but just go with the flow, as it says. The wave produces changes in all the objects they strike upon, and the amount of change depends again on the quality of the object. Now let us take an example here. Let us say we sow 100 seeds and we planted them in the same soil and watered from the same source. Do you think all the plants will be exactly alike? No, not at all. The differences are, again, as I said, are depending on the quality of the seed, which is evident in its growth. Now, in the same manner, individuals differ based on which the energy absorbed from the planetary rays, like food, water, and the atmosphere, also differ. The imprints produced by the magnetic waves at the time of the birth of a person induce changes in the physical and mental health as the planets move closer or away and remain in conjunction with other planets, because they have to be in their same orbit and they have to maintain their speed and the density. Okay, so now Swamiji, some people seek divine intervention to atone for their sins, while yet others try to find God by following a path of righteousness. In what way is the second group better? Do we have to be born again to lead a virtuous life? Okay, so before replying to this question, let us try to clarify the concepts of virtue and sin. What are virtuous deeds? They are those which help a person achieve the purpose of his birth, and those which remove the impurities of ego, imprints, and illusion. We all know this is the purpose of the individual life. But anything that is done contrary to this above sinful deed, such deeds often stands in the way of our progress. Extend again the cycle of birth and death. And then what do we face? Miseries, health issues, and many, many other miseries. So, all sinful actions are to be avoided. All those who err in their ways have to suffer the consequences of their actions. They are never spared. Whatever we do, we have to face the consequence for it. You do good, good comes back. Just like we say, whatever goes around comes around. Such sufferings often prevent them from repeating these actions and sow the seeds of wisdom in their minds. Purification is a process through which sin imprints are removed, and nature does it through experiences wrought in pain. So, leading a virtuous life is surely a way to achieve purification. Those who lead a virtuous life, as we know, are very happy, and they do not have to face the consequence of any sinful deeds. Virtue lies in leading a life that is not at variance with the purpose of life and in full awareness of divine laws. We should all be aware of all the nature of laws. Actions that are contradictory to the purpose of life produces what? Imprints. And where? In genetic center. What does it result? In pain and sufferings. Excuse. So you say that the consequences of every action has to be endured by the individual. Is it not possible to eradicate sin imprints? Because you say meditation is the way. Well, yes, it is possible to eradicate sin imprints through meditation. For doing this one has to attain spiritual elevation through practice of merging the mind with the life energy and then to the divine state. What does this make? It makes God realization possible. All actions performed by a person who has transcended the levels of mere physical pleasure and pain to realize the truth in an impersonal manner with a sense of duty to others will be of immense use to all humanity. So his consciousness remains united with the Absolute. All existing imprints are eradicated and fresh ones are avoided. So could you please tell which part of the body is affected by the planetary rays? Okay, Sun is bones, Mercury is skin, Venus is sexual vital fluid, Moon is blood circulation, Mars is bone marrow, Jupiter is brain cells, Saturn is nerves, Rahu Ketu is mind. Thank you. It was a wonderful session. Thank you for answering all my questions. So in conclusion, what I would like to conclude is with keep watering with good thoughts, good people, be patient, be empathetic, keep healing, have hope, keep hope, be open-minded, say kind words, self-belief, believe in yourself that you can do it. But above all, acceptance, accept everything what we do or say or we go through, and show love and compassion. And some of the words of wisdom I would like to add here are, if you're kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives, but be kind anyway. What you spend years building someone can destroy that overnight. Build it anyway. The good you do today, people may often forget tomorrow, but do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, but never be, that is enough. Give the world the best you got anyway. You see, because in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. Anyways, so I take this opportunity to thank all the organizers wholeheartedly for giving me this platform to share the answers. Be blessed by the divine.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijaya ma'am. It was such a great speech. That is actually, we were all waiting to hear your speech. for long, and you have fulfilled it today. And actually, in Chennai, we have started experiencing hot days. But today, we have received showers through your speech, interesting and beautiful speech, that we are feeling much relaxed. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. This is so nicely you compared Sky Yoga with that 8 pushpas. So nice it was. Yes, it was very interesting to hear those things. And also, ma'am, I am unable to unmute my video. That's why I could not come on video. Okay, some problem with my system. And then, ma'am, also you're very nicely told about this acceptance and non-acceptance, and that is it's if only we start meditating and meditate, this acceptance will come to us. We will know what is acceptance, and if at all we have any negative qualities with us, that will get automatically changed to positive. So nice of you, madam. You covered the Vedadriyam in full with your questions and answers. Thank you so much, madam, for the wonderful speech. We actually we'll be much happy to see you speaking on the Sky Yoga online on and often, not just with questions as you do with in all sessions. You're actually participating so that is it's so vigorously that it gives it is like a tonic for us all. Thank you so much, ma'am. And now, dear friends, it's question answer time. Anybody having that is actually it's a discussion, we can say, and ma'am is ready to answer all your questions. Yes, Param.
Before any question comes up, I would just like to give my testimony. The reason I had, the system come into my system because I had gone through a lot of surgeries and I was unable to rotate my arm or lift up my arm. And the doctors had said that there would be only 30 to 40% rotation because there was some incident in school, and you know how we have to go through certain things. So while doing this physical exercise, I noticed that it has really helped me, and my rotation now is 80%. So that was a really blessing to me. That's why I took the system into my system, and I would like to, everybody to take care of this. I mean, particularly their health and their lives.
Dear friends, yes, Param, are you there? Actually, he has raised his hand. And yes, who is going to come next? Sunanda, would you like to ask any questions?
I think Param wants you to unmute.
Yes, I've done it. Okay. Param, you can now unmute.
Yeah, you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it is a very good speech by Dr. Vijayamma, and thanks for WCSE for organizing this. And I just listened to every single thing she mentioned. I took note of it. I just compiled it, and finally I got only 3 points, which seems to be watch your actions, take ownership of your actions, right? So it will help you get stronger and stronger with the way that you take it in a very sportive way of taking it as acceptance. So it seems you just take it in a very good spirit and then move on. It will make you stronger and stronger every day. I just thought of a just small example. Okay, don't build a forte with a cement and brick versus just imagine your life is like a sand castle on the beach shore. So even if it is break, right, then you can go and rebuild it. That way, that will help you, like how you can make it better every day. Because you should have that spirit with a satisfaction every day that you are doing good. That is really a good thing. And I understand that. Watch your actions because you are the owner of it. So you can think about the cause and effect, and that leads to the divine judgment. That gives that stronger and determined ability for you to go through this keep doing good deeds. That's what I understood. Like it will help you place at the right where Maharishi has planned for you. Because in my last class, it was mentioned about providence. He has allotted it for you. You know, you have to like just do your or put your baby steps to get there. So that's what I understood, Amma. It's so nicely placed. You know, you put it in the right order. I can even like just show this note that I took, how you are like just took it through even the planetary transits, how it affects your body, because we are all like very scattered. We don't know what we are doing, how to grasp. Even the good things come in your way, we not keep our door open. Like in our spiritual thing, they say, Bhakti Marga, keep your door open. Lakshmi will knock your door, right? We don't know what to like keep it at the right proportion and to like absorb that rays and how you can get better, right? Nourishment, that is very very important. And from your thing, I just heard that, you know, you said about Ragu and Kedu is mind. That sparked my mind for a second. Wow, that's just a very thin thread like magnetic lines that plays a huge role in our life, because mind is the key to everything, whether to open the divinity gateway to the divinity, or you just open your own, you know, source, whatever that you want to go through. So the life is giving you the right pavement in front of you, but what we use it is the matter. Thank you so much, Amma. I really want to compile and say that how I enjoyed listening to your you know, the way that you put this together to like help us understand. There are a lot of questions in my mind, but still, you know, this is something giving me some kind of you know, small baby steps to get through. Okay, keep working on it, you will get answered to all your questions. So introspection, I'm just thinking in the other way, that it is kind of like acceptance and keep move on. You find your answers to all your questions. So that's what I understood, Amma. Like, correct me if I took it everything in the right spirit, or, you know, you can just guide me on, you know, no, this is not what you understood as, you know, something. I want few words from you. Thank you, Amma. Thank you so much.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Be blessed by the divine. It is all Maharshi's teachings. The only thing I would say, accept it, because stop giving excuses. When we don't accept, we start giving excuses. And just like we cover up something by telling one lie, we don't know what lie we have said first time, and the 30th lie, 50th lie, and that will never go away. As I said, consequences there, whichever direction we go. So be good, do good, you'll be done good. That is my motive always. No matter what, if somebody slaps me, don't slap back, because the consequence can come, because it has gone in the universe. So it'll come back anyways. So do good anyway. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Thank you, Param. Thank you, Dr. Vijaya. Yes, who is the one next? Kiranmayi Kasineni has said symbol. That is a nice, happy symbol. And anyone else? Dr. Balchandra?
Thank you, Dr. Vijaya. Yes, it was an excellent session. In fact, I think the speciality of Vedadri Maharishi is keep ask questions. Don't accept things as they are. Don't just assume. That's even in that song. Don't believe just because you say God is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. We have been saying, but how is it omnipotent? How is it omniscient? How is it present everywhere? So he started asking these questions. And I think in spirituality, having a scientific approach is what is very, very important. It is where science and spirituality can come together. And today we got a sample of some of the questions which Swamiji raised for himself and gave answers also. In many of our religions, we have been told, don't ask questions.
Right.
Maybe, but Swamiji very jokingly used to say, maybe because they don't know the answers. So they say,
No,
don't
and
ask.
sometimes, because we feel no question can be wrong. Maharshi said that no question can be wrong, but the answers
Yes.
can
Answers can
be.
be.
Just
Yes.
answers can change or differ, and because it is how we perceive and conceive those thoughts. So just like we discussed, if we are in the same level of frequency with the planets, then the planets don't affect us. But we are at a different frequency, and somewhere else, some other frequency, then we are at difficult level.
Yeah. Good. So satsang is only like this, interactions. asking for what is the truth. Don't assume anything. Try to understand. Go deeper and deeper. The explanations will be there. Meditation and will take you deeper. Introspection will make you purer. So, a very practical method Maharishi is given. And today we saw a sample of that. We would like to have more such sessions, not only question answers, even on a particular topic, giving a full listing. Thank you all. There have been a lot of comments, positive comments in the chat. Many people have given that Jai Lakshmi Kumaresan. Again and again, she has been saying Saroma Krishnan, Narmada, Sunanda Madam. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Yes.
Thank you, Professor Balachandran. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dr. Yes. Now, it's announcement time now. Dear friends, we have foundation course being conducted online twice monthly, that is on 1st and 16th of every month. Also, Kayakalpa course is being conducted on 2nd Sunday of every month. And you can also log on to www.kundaliniyoga.edu to get more information on Sky Yoga. And also, apart from Saturday's lecture, we have meditation being conducted daily, followed by Thought for the Day from the book Blossoms of Life, authored by our Guru, Vedadari Maharishi. Please do join daily too. That is, the timing is morning 6 a.m. and evening 6:30 p.m. sharp Indian Standard Time. We'll be happy to see you all daily. And thank you all, dear friends. Shall I conclude, Dr. Balachandran?
Yes, sure. Go ahead. Thank you.
I once again thank Dr. Vijaya for her excellent and beautiful speech. We enjoyed a lot, and you can witness it through the chat box. There are so many questions, that is how they felt today, and it reflects the chat. Chat reflects your nice speech of today, and we are sure we'll be meeting you on and often through as a speaker. Of course, you are here every week to encourage us and also asking questions, which are so useful and interesting. And thank you so much, ma'am, for your nice speech. And thank you, Professor Balachandran, for your continued guidance. Thank you, dear participants. Let's meet again next Saturday with another interesting speech on Vedadriyam. Till then, thank you all. Be blessed by the divine.
Yeah, we also bless Dr. Bharat, Mrs. Bharati for coordinating and doing this program very well. Thank you very much. Be blessed.
Thank you. Welcome.